Los Angeles Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Got you, boy. I got you, boy. 25.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Let's go.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
From the gun, Buckley eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Ready. 80. March by 4.
Check.
Keep it skinny.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. Here's Justin Jackson, 2nd-year man out of Northwestern. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Back up.
Check, 59, 59.
Behind.
Third and short yardage. Rivers letting one go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badger.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Set 50, plant.
Crunch time, defense.
Deep grip.
On first down, Buckley. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
General West.
Slam.
Off the play fake. Buckley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has.
There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. 3.5 to go, first quarter.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Mike.
49 to Mike. Mark 49. All right, D-line.
Throwing again. Buckley gonna look deep for Wilson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's see what you got.
Put up.
49, guys. Mike.
Operating from the gun, Buckley. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
44 yards. And a Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, watch it.
Go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Buckley. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Hey, box truck. Lucky. Five.
From the gun, Buckley. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Watch safety creep.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, going over some notes in the pregame and looking at Phillip Rivers' record against Oakland, 18-8 all-time against them. And those 18 wins, more than he's had against any other team. And unless these two squads, unlikely, but unless they would meet up in the playoffs, this is the last time that Phillip Rivers will face the Oakland Raiders. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming.
Now Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Check.
Wait.
Crouch. Check.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Round 80.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Hey, Delta.
50, my 50, my 50. Hey, 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 hey.
Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. Allen's first catch. Good for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Play action now. Rivers under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyler Fackrell gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Rivers now. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Shit.
On play action, Rivers trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Set. Round 80.
Mike 54. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
On third down, Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
We own them. No. Off. Come.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. That good for 19 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Buckley. Is he caught at about the 5? And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, orbit.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Coming to you.
2nd and 2. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Ready?
49's the Mike. 149.
On 3rd and 2, Buckley. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch twist. Alert 3.
From the gun, Buckley. This is caught. It's Ryan Graham. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. On the carry, it's Boone. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now this pass brought in by Brown, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
And 5.
On second down, Jacobs looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No problem for me.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
49, guys. Mike.
Operating from the gun, Buckley. And that is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check 3, check
Red Delta!
37, check 37.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Tackle. Check it back, check it back. Check, 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 check. Check, check.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
So 190, 180.
Too little, cut. Check, 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 check.
Hey, 79, 79.
Play fake, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
That's going to be a long day. That's going to be a long day.
Ready?
Jacobs now. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
49's a Mike. 49's a Mike. Here we go. Here we go.
Mike. Speed grip.
From the gun, Buckley. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It's our field. It's our field.
Throwing after the interception. Buckley. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Come on, set.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Buckley. It's complete to Grant. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for the Raiders. 54 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ready,
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
2nd and 4. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Jam, go.
Shoot.
From the gun, Buckley. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jerry Tillery in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Ready. Set 180.
Line 54. Let's go, baby. Return over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
On third down, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Round 80.
Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Watch.
Hey, Rocket.
Say. Deuce.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Ready. 380.
Here's Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Silver.
On 1st and 10, Buckley. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Tighten up.
Check 52.
Check the hot read.
Get it.
Off play action. Buckley. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Josh Jacobs, incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Five.
49 the mic. Watch 49.
Operating from the gun. Buckley buying time to his left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Exit.
Hey, zoom.
58.
Ready?
Throwing on 1st down. Buckley. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Lock in.
We got double up.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Ready? 18.
Watch the shit. Check 31.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Second down and inches. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 68 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
49.
On first down, Buckley steps away to his left, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? They'll go with Boone. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. Second down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for a loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation.
Watch the whip. Check hot route. Hot.
Hey, exit. Come. Shoot.
Back to throw. Buckley. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown Raiders. Antonio Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
First throw now for the backup Trubisky. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Go! 180!
954.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Go!
They run on first down with Jackson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Looking to throw. Buckling. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Raiders on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be third and forever.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't.
From the gun, Buckley. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Get ready.
Operating from the gun, Buckley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch out, watch out.
Off the play fake. Buckley. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. This is caught at the 20. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, Haywood!
From the gun, Buckley. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Here's Jacobs, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth-quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said,